toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Takes it at the 7. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Commanders for their first drive of the game.
And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, we're definitely in top form. It pitched a shutout, as a matter of fact. That's the cherry on top of a great week of preparation. And you know what? These guys are eager to keep it going. So motivation this week, not an issue.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Second down and a run by Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Win. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Amber Thomas.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Takes it at the 7. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Commanders going to retake the field for drive number 2. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I'll check in on the numbers last week for Robinson.
14 carries, 61 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To throw on second down. Wynn. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, that was a show of support to even allow him to attempt to make that kick. And you know if he did, that would tie the NFL record. That's a heck of a shot.
Yeah, it would have been a big deal, but a little bit short. First and 10, Taylor now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
The numbers for picks in that game a week ago.
6 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Lumberjacks go up by 2 touchdowns. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That time a 6-play drive.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and
8. Robinson on a give right side.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
Now a handoff up the middle. Childress, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Win.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Ambry Thomas.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. He finds his man, complete. That's Graves.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
Portland football here, ready to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They'll look to throw again.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Back to throw again. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
On 1st and 10, Farrell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
with career touchdown number 128. He's now tied with Marvin Harrison for number 9 on the all-time list.
And the Lumberjacks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
And the Washington offense going back to work. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by A.J. Terrell. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 1st down, Farrell.
Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard.
Off play action, Farrell.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Farrell. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Back to throw, Farrell.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 14.
A good pickup there at 22.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Graves. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Looking to throw. Farrell. And it's caught. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. That is his 951st NFL reception, so 49 away from 1,000, but 951. That ties him with Andre Reed.
Oh, I love the trigger there because
And it's caught. Touchdown.
Justin Jefferson
On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Lumberjacks continue to pull away here in this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it is 28-0. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. Oh, look at the juke. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. He had 3 touchdown passes in the game last week. He's already got 3 here in the first half alone as his guys start 1st and 10.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Back to throw. Farrell.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Farrell. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now he was hoping for this. This will hit in the end zone for a touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some some space and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the gun on 3rd down. Win. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Robinson up the middle.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Win. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Robinson.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series.
He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the 2nd quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level no matter what they throw at you, because you're always wanting to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week, solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Win. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Win. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other, because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
One final go for this offense here in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, complete. That's Graves. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one.
And this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Farrell. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, 2nd half. Let's do it. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
Takes it at the 7. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series.
Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that mid-game trade's going to happen, but good thought.
They'll try the left side with Taylor.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
They pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time. And
the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, Farrell.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Back to throw. Farrell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Jamar Chase
with career touchdown number 94. He ties both Jerome Bettis and Priest Holmes on the all-time list, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
First possession of the second half now for Washington. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. Really solid effort for him right now. Third quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
Again, it's Taylor.
Oh, nice move. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side. Harden. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Farrell throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Graves. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Off the bootleg. Farrell.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 23. But to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Up the middle they go. Childress looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on 3rd down. Win. And that will be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Portland's offense now about set to take over as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He can really smell 800 catches right now because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. From the gun on 3rd down. Farrell, he finds his man, complete. That's Graves. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Farrell.
He will find his man Chase complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Farrell.
Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in the Rose City of Portland, Oregon.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Looking to throw. Farrell. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Takes it at the 7, and he returns this to the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
On 1st and 10, Wynn. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Wynn sets up the screen to Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Win. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs.
The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first.
And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Farrell. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Washington offense set to take over again. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Out left to Dotson.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Win. And incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air on second down. Win. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Operating from the gun. Win. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On third down, Farrell. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw on 2nd down. Win. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And 3rd and 8 now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Win.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
This is taken at the 18.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on and they're ready for this next series.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, here's Taylor.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down.
And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They turn to Taylor on fourth. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.